Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Tekkit 2. In between episodes here, I have been working on organizing some of this auto crafting stuff. So everything now has kind of like an overflow storage area, and this kind of lets me see where all of the bottlenecks are. So right now, if it doesn't have stuff, that's probably a bottleneck, or it is the result of a bottleneck somewhere. And I think the RE batteries are what is kind of bottlenecking everything right now. But I've also come to realize this crafting is so slow, it's not the way to do it. So I went ahead and I put together some logistics crafting tables. And if we look at logistics, we can also create this crafting logistics pipe. So that's simple enough. I think I actually have the programmer finishing that now. Yeah, so that's finished. It's done compiling. I need to craft up a few more of the programmers. Then I can make some of these pipes, and I think that will craft stuff a lot faster. Because this all crafts at whatever the speed is, and I don't think there's any sort of way to upgrade the speed on these. So yeah, I think I'm gonna kind of rip all of this out and just move to these things. I think these will be better. I did have a request, or maybe not necessarily a request. I had a comment in the last episode. If we look at IC2, there is a thing called, what's it called? This one? Yeah, the industrial work table. Oh, I don't want to make that. And this, we could put in all sorts of different recipes. I think it takes, by default, 9 recipes that we can put in it. Then you craft like a USB memory device or something, and you can put up to 2 of those in it, so you end up with 27 recipes, I believe. And it doesn't quite fully automate stuff to the level I want. You still have to like go in and like request that you want all of these medium voltage solar panels. But it would take like all of the different recipes here, and it would craft these really fast. Like, I think it does it instantly. And it allows for like the recursive crafting, so you only need to put in the very basic raw default materials. So that's pretty cool. But I think I just want to set these up with the corresponding logistics pipes. I gotta say, just like watching everything move here is so satisfying. Like, look at that. I'm gonna turn this off for a second. Look how satisfying that is. Just watching everything move about, going to their place, getting crafted, going to their next place. Super satisfying. But I think that's gonna get changed up here. Well, actually, it'll probably be pretty similar once these are going. So I'm gonna leave this in place. I'm gonna extend all of this out here, and we're gonna see what that looks like. Oh, hello. That was unexpected. Okay. Yeah, so gonna move to do these. You okay there? Oh yeah. I think. Or are we just gonna move by a block? I don't know, but I'm gonna go sleep. Okay, slight problem while I've been putting this together. It's just spitting out all sorts of stuff now. So this might be a problem I do have to resolve, and I think the way to do that is I've crafted up some void dust, and if I can make a void chest here, looks like I need some obsidian still. If we do that and we make this the default route, any of that excess copper should hopefully go in here. I hope. That, yep, there we go. Okay, so we're just gonna void all of that excess copper. Even then it looks like it's having a problem of not going in here. Why doesn't all of it go in? Oh, it tries going in here too. Interesting. So maybe if I don't have that connect to there, make that not the default route, break that, put that back, and then if that's the default route now, hopefully that should work. Okay, is this working? Yes, it is. Why am I getting all of this copper coming out? I don't know. Which one of you is copper? One of these is copper. First one. Okay, so what are you doing? So you've got a provider module, so you're trying to provide copper to something. So it looks like it's sending it here. Okay, so I think the item sync in here and the crafting module were conflicting. Okay, so now I think what I can do is request some copper cables. So let's say I request, let's do this as stacks. There you go. Try requesting 10 stacks. Success. So now I think we should see all of that copper and rubber go in here. Yeah, okay, cool. That's all getting crafted up. Nothing should be voided at this point. That should all be going into here. Yeah, being slowly crafted up. Do they do it like a batch at a time? Or are they doing it all just at once? Can't quite tell. But that seems to be crafting a lot faster than these things. So that's 6, and we just crafted 1,000? How many? 640. We crafted 640. And I don't think anything was voided. And for some reason there's spare rubber. Not sure what's going on there. But yeah, we should have all that here. Cool. Let's sort that back into the system. So I think this request point needs to actually also go to a chest that shoves stuff back into the system. The provider module for when we do request stuff like that. I don't know. It's starting to get really confusing. I don't know if this is any different than using the industrial work table at this point. Should I just craft one of these? What does this take? What is a nano toolbox? Okay, carbon plates I can already do. Toolbox, refined iron, and a chest. Okay, I mean, that's not too bad. Maybe I just craft one of these, put everything in? I don't know. Auto crafting is becoming confusing. Do we have any other auto crafters in the pack here? Project Red has an auto crafting bench. Maybe I put one of these together. I don't know. It's getting quite confusing. Let me craft one of these up real quick. I want to see what it looks like when I actually have one. Okay, that is crafted up now. Let's take a look at it real quick. Okay, so it looks like it takes power. I'm not sure what this is. Okay, what does this button do? I do not know. Okay, but let's see if we have a recipe. So I think copper cable is kind of my default for this. So if I grab... No, it doesn't want to do that. So can we tell it and need... No, we can't. Do I need the actual ingredients? So if I grab rubber and I grab a thing of copper... No. Okay. How does this work? I just put them in? Okay, you know what? Let's go put this somewhere where we can get power. And maybe that will help. Does it take medium voltage? It doesn't even connect. Okay, I don't know. More testing required, so I'll be back in a second. Alright, I've looked into it. I've done some research. This guy requires a completely different power system from Project Red, and I don't really want to deal with that. I've already got one power system that is giving me enough troubles, which is why I have this ridiculous crazy thing, just so I can keep power going to all the logistics pipes. So we're not going to deal with the second one. We're going to completely ignore that this exists, and we're just going to stick with, I don't know which one yet. I'm going to finish getting this one set up. We'll compare it to this one. We'll see how it goes. Cool. Alright, I've at least finished up all the way through the medium voltage solar panels here now. I haven't sorted out the storage here. Crafting modules set up in everything. And now if we go to the remote orderer, if I select a medium voltage solar panel, I should get one. Request successful. We should see one show up here in a second, or we'll see this increment by 1. I'm not sure which will happen first. Yeah, so that shouldn't be crafting anything. Not sure how long that takes. So it looks like it needs to craft a ton of copper cables. Crafting a ton of electronic circuits, bunch of RE batteries. Looks like all the materials went through. Seems good. Everything appears to be doing what it should be doing. Yeah, crafting up all the generators. Crafting up a bunch of solar panels. Do we have those set? Yeah, so those are set. It's got 6 of these done. 7 of those done. So we should see it here in just a second. Then it should immediately go back into the system. If I have this set up the way I thought I did. Oh, maybe it already went in. No, it didn't. Oh, here it is. Okay. And now we should wait a second, and then it should automatically move into here. If I have this set the way I thought I did. I thought this was still a provider. It is. Did it just leave? Nope, it's still there. I don't know why this takes a long time to get to here for some reason. There it goes. Okay. So now we should see that increment. Cool. So that's working. But the problem is, because it's not like fully automated, I can only request some small amount at a time. Like if I try and request 5, it says I'm missing items. If I try and request like 3, missing items. Even now we're missing enough for 1. Wait, did that? I didn't actually have it selected. Okay, so 3, yeah, not enough. 2, still don't have enough. And I don't even have enough for 1. So that's mostly just a matter of how much storage I have on hand. The one nice thing about this system is it just constantly produces as items become available instead of waiting for this. So like in this case, if I'm doing this system, if these are full, that's it. That's as much as I can request. And I'm not producing any more. With this one, it's just constantly using resources, constantly cycling through everything, constantly filling up all of these chests until they're full. So I think despite this being slow, I might just stick with this system and not go with this system. Like this might be convenient for some other smaller stuff. Like it is super convenient to be able to request like a stack of copper cables. But I don't know. I think this is the way to go. I think using the Buildcraft Factory auto workbenches and just stacking these up and up and up and up and up. And the next problem to solve is covering up all of this, because this is a mess. This is ugly. Everything is super loud when we're near it. It needs a building over it, and I'm not quite sure how I want to do that yet. So I'm going to quick put together a couple of pallets, a couple of build ideas. I'm going to set them up somewhere out of the way. I don't know where yet. And down in the comments, please let me know which one you think looks the best. And I think next episode, that will be the focus. Or maybe not the focus, but at least some small portion of the episode will be getting a roof over all of this, some walls up, some actual decent looking building. So yeah, be right back. Alright, so I've come up with 8 different designs here. So I'll just quickly look at all of them, and in the comments let me know which one you would like to see turned into, I guess it's probably going to end up being a factory of some sort. So kind of got all stuff ranging from some kind of like basic factory stuff, some like older kind of like industrial age factory stuff. Got some like feudal Japan stuff, kind of more modern factory. And I don't even know what this one is. This one's just straight fantasy. Kind of got a cyberpunky feel, and I don't even know what this one is either. But kind of thinking like lots of glass, maybe add a lot of green, lots of vegetation. So yeah, down in the comments, let me know, because I am okay with any of these. Okay, next up in the episode, we need to start looking at what's next. So right now, medium voltage solar panels all sorted out. But what is after that? So if we look at the other solar panels, we need to go to high voltage. These are going to be quite a bit more complicated. Almost looks pretty simple. I think, oh, maybe just add in like the high voltage transformer. No, we have to go all the way up to an IV transformer. Yep, using these medium voltage solar panels around it, but this takes a lot. So an IV transformer requires an EV transformer, the plasma cables, these iridium stone. Let's kind of quick go through some of this. So the EV transformer, there's that HV transformer. Silver, Lapotron Crystal, Advanced Circuit. That's not too bad. EV Transformer is kind of where it gets bad. So we need these plasma cables, which carbon plates, refined iron, not too bad. Plasma core, that gets annoying. We need plasma cells. We need the advanced alloys, easy. Magnets, easy enough. Some dead magnets, rare earth chunks. But to get all of this, we're going to need this rare earth extractor. Yeah, the plasma cell, that requires UU matter, which I believe we also need for iridium. So yeah, I believe the only way to get iridium is through UU matter. So there's a lot to do. PESD? We already looked at that, right? No, we looked at the plasma cable. So that's another plasma core. Reinforced stone, more advanced alloys, so that needs to get automated. This, I believe, is what we need to use to make UU matter. So this actually isn't too bad. I don't remember what goes into the mass fabricator. I can't remember if scrap goes into it or if we need a recycler. Oh, I guess the recycler makes the scrap. Yeah, so this takes a little bit more looking into. It takes a lot of setup. I think I can get some of it going. Alright, grab some stuff I need, so we should be able to craft up this mass fabricator right away. Looks like I need a couple of these guys. And then, that could be enough for one mass fabricator. And if we go over here, and we set up some cables, and we set up some medium voltage. Oops, that is not what I wanted. I don't have a wrench. 1 second. Okay, solar panels placed down. Let's go ahead and place the mass fabricator. That is connected. It's making all sorts of futuristic noises. And it is starting to produce some UU matter. And now I believe if we put in scrap, I'm not actually sure which kind, so we'll give both a go. We got the scrap metal and the scrap metal chunk. So yep, that speeds it up significantly. That actually does it a lot and lasts a while. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Let's see, does the scrap metal chunk do the same thing? No. Okay, so we're just going to shove all of my scrap metal in there. That'll burn off. This will give us all sorts of UU matter, and if we take a look at that again, we can craft all sorts of stuff with that. So cobble, stone, glass, pretty much all stuff we can make out of EMC. I think that's kind of the big thing. So it might be nice to make some sponge, not having to go out and find that. But again, a one-time thing. Source blocks are super nice to be able to craft. What else we got in here? I haven't even been to the end yet. Emeralds, diamonds, yeah, still all the EMC stuff. And the really important thing is that iridium ore. This is indeed the only way to get... Oh, you can make an elytra? Ha! You don't even need to go to the end. That takes a lot of UU matter. Is it Sunarium? Is that used for something? Sunarium part? And irradiant uranium. Advanced solars. Classic edition. Oh, is that for the other solar panels? So if we want to do like these things, do we need that? Yeah. Enriched Sunarium alloy. Okay, so these are going to take even more UU matter to make. Okay, that's good to know. What else do we got? Superconductor. So for the force field mod, which I do want to get into at some point, we could use UU matter for that. I'm not sure if there's another way to do some of this. So, like, let's look at the forcisium. So maybe UU matter is the only way to get that. That's kind of what it's looking like. Yeah, they're just advanced alloys. Okay, that is all good to know. Look at that, we got our first UU matter. That probably gives us an achievement, yeah. Pink blob, energy to matter. Okay, and now we just need a lot more. So, it might be worth making a few of these, setting them up, getting some sort of scrap metal system set up to automatically feed it. Yeah, I think I'll craft at least 2 more of these for now. So hopefully we can get some good progress, if not this episode, next episode. And there are 2 more mass fabricators installed, beeping away, making all sorts of happy fun noises. And progressing super slow because I don't have any more scrap. Oh, got another one. And yeah, I think I need to set up some sort of automated scrap system that feeds into here so these actually produce in a reasonable amount of time. But I think that is going to be a problem for in between episodes. I'll have that set up all ready to go for when you guys come back and watch me in the next episode. So thanks for being here. Don't forget to go ahead and go into those comments, because I do want to know which of those designs way over there in the background we should build around all of that mess. I don't want to see it anymore. I want to see something good looking. So go ahead, let me know. I wanted to start some building. See you guys in the next one.